I'm personally very fascinated in how did you decide that this was the avenue that you wanted to go down? Like, did you start off having like a normal 9 to 5, or was this something like creatively you always knew you wanted to like direct, write?
It's so funny because I do get asked this a lot,
Mm.
like in interviews and stuff. But it's like it's like a there's the canned answer, which is like, I grew up as a kid and like immediately I saw Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 4 and it
Mhm.
terrified me. And then I just wanted to make movies from that point on.
Mhm.
And that is like the simplest version of it. But it's not really, it's the short film. It's not the full story. The truth is that I really, I saw horror films and I like to scare people and I like to get
Mm.
reactions out of people and I really leaned into filmmaking and looking at that. But the way I understood it was like special effects and like creating like scary things, masks
Yeah.
and stuff. And so I spent a long time going like deep into that. And my dad, he owns a dental laboratory, he makes teeth.
Oh, what?
Yeah, yeah, it's very weird.
That sounds very mad scientisty. He
It
owns a dental
it
laboratory.
It's great when he's like, you're in a part of the Gothic community, and like, we need fangs. It's like, well, my dad.
Yeah, I mean he
He's
made me a
got a
lot of fangs as a
laboratory.
kid, yeah. But
That's
so
cool.
he one day he comes home, he's like, this guy came in, he told me, he was like, about a year ago, this guy came in, who's in a movie, and I'm starting to think maybe you would know who this is. It's like
Hmm.
This guy Gary Oldman. I don't know if you know. And I was like, what? So my dad made the gold teeth for True Romance on Gary Oldman. This is like,
Yes.
my dad's not in the entertainment industry, but somehow I don't even understand how it came to be that Gary Oldman found my dad to make those grills. I don't know what it is,
Wow.
but I think it happened through Rick Baker.
Hmm.
And so the reason why he was bringing it up to me because he saw all these books I had in my house that were like Rick Baker. I was like obsessed with Rick Baker. He's like a award-winning makeup special effects artist.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you want to meet him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I definitely want to meet him." So he took me to meet Rick Baker, and I was like 15 or 16. I was at a shop, and I was like, I'd heard a million stories of special effects guys going like, "Please let me work for you. I'll come sweep. I'll do whatever, but let me learn." And
Mhm.
that's how they like started, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I said the same thing to him, like, "Please, can I just do this?" And he's like, "Well, there's all these legal regulations now, so we can't hire someone who's 15, 16. Like, we can't. You have to be
Oh,
18. There's
yeah.
toxic chemicals in here and blah, blah." But if you really are serious,
Mhm.
you should sign up for Dick Smith's school. And so Dick Smith is the guy who trained him on like The Exorcist. They work together, and Dick Smith
Oh.
is legendary makeup and special effects artist. So I went, okay. And he gave me this number. He like wrote this number on this piece of paper,
Wow.
and it was like, this is his school. Call his school and like go do the school, and then I'll give you an internship when you're 18 or whatever. I was like,
Wow.
okay, I'm definitely gonna do that. But it was terrifying to even call
Mhm.
that school. So I was like, I'm not doing it. So I made a deal with myself. I was like, I'll call on a Sunday because I know
Mhm.
no one will be there. And I'll like just see if it really is Dick Smith's school or
Uh-huh.
what. That's how intimidated I was by the whole
Oh.
prospect. Yeah, I was like 15. So, anyways, I call on Sunday, and it rings for like it's like half a ring, and someone answers, "Hello," is a woman's voice. "Hello," and I said, yeah, Rick Baker gave me this number. I'm calling for like Dick Smith's school." She's like, "Hold on, Dick, pick up the phone."
Stop
I swear to
it.
God. Dick Smith gets on the phone. He's like, "Hello?" And I'm like, "Oh, I am so sorry for calling you on a Sunday. I thought this was a school. Rick Baker gave me your number. I wanted to think." And he
Oh
just
my
talked to
God.
me for like an hour.
Wow.
Talked to me and talked to me and talked to me, asked me a million questions, which he definitely did not need to do.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, he's like, "So why do you want to do?" He's asking me all these questions. "Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do this?"
Mhm.
And I said, I love like planning the shot, and I like making the thing, but like planning the shot and figuring it out. And like, I love showing it to people and scaring them, I love those things, I start talking him through the things I love about it and what I like doing. And
Mhm.
he's like, "You're not a makeup artist, you're a filmmaker." And I was like, "But I wanted to," he's like, "No. That's what the director does. That's what the writer does. Like, you want to be a filmmaker. Go be a filmmaker." I was like, okay.
Damn.
Whoa.
And so that's what I did. I went and
Yeah.
became a filmmaker.
Wow. That's a really incredible story.
Heck
Yeah, it was
Wow.
just pure luck. I mean, I think I would have probably figured that out eventually, but to have it be told to me by him was like insane.
Yeah. That is so cool.